Hello and welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. I am Mitchell, your Intuitive Messenger, and this is your energy forecast for today, Wednesday, November the 13th, 2013. So it's 11-13-13. So the number 13 is the death card in tarot, and that is often about closing one door, opening up another one, the ending of something and beginning of something else. It's not always just death of the physical, but that is still the closing of a door and opening of another one. That also boils down to the number 4, which is the Emperor, a pretty strong masculine man. He does the job. He has a heart, but he gets it done and doesn't let the emotions get in the way too very much. So, which kind of reflects back to death. Death, just that ending, that change, just pretty much happens. So also you add all the numbers up, 11, 13, 2013, you can get the number 12, which is the Hangman, which we had yesterday. That also boils down to number 3, which is the Empress. So the Hangman and the Empress kind of coincide as well with numerology and then the tarot deck. So the Hangman is kind of, you're stuck. You're kind of a holding pattern. You're in place. Might have a hermit feel, might have an 8 of Cups feel as well. But it's often in those times that this, I called it the cocoon time yesterday, from caterpillar to butterfly. There's the in-between. And oftentimes, there are many belief systems that once we pass from the body, there's an in-between time before we either come back or move on to maybe a higher level of existence. So it kind of feels like that, but here on Earth. So we're in between, we're waiting, gestation period, about to give birth, about to create something brand new. So here in Central Florida, we had a nice cold front come through. And I say cold front, it's probably only 60 outside, but it's windy and chilly. That's good for us. It feels like autumn because there's overcast. So autumn is about the dying of things and going into the winter time. So it can be reborn again, the cycles again. Message for today, it's a simple one. You are not responsible for someone else's anger, temper, rage, and jealousy. You may contribute to them having to experience it and go through it. But if you're just breathing and it makes someone mad or angry, it's not your problem. Again, you may feel the wrath and the energy coming back from it, but it's not your place to change it. You can be, you might be the catalyst to try to get them to learn, which is usually on a higher level, not intentional. But you also might be the catalyst that's just making them aware of what's going on inside of them that they need to deal with and work with as well. So definitely realize it's not your job to try to change someone and tiptoe around them, worrying if they're going to get mad or angry by a decision you need to make, should make, or just it might be a choice and you still don't know if it's right or wrong to make that decision and worry whether they're going to be angry or not. I come back to the question, just ask yourself, what would I do if I weren't afraid? And you don't even answer it, don't play the scenarios out. Just ask, what would I do if I weren't afraid? And let it sit there. Just let it sit there. Again, and the answers will come in a time when you're not thinking about it, but continue to ask yourself on a daily basis, what would I do if I weren't afraid? And I would pull a card for you because I'm not afraid to do that. So go along with our death, our Emperor, our Hangman, and our Empress. The Emperor, how appropriate. So I already said a little bit about that. As you can see, very fiery. There's the ram above him, and that is one of our fire symbols. And let me double check on that. Yes, the Aries is our ram. That's Mars. That's that very masculine driven. There's fire there. I love that we've got the 2 columns there. That kind of signifies back to that portal number, that 11 number, like our high priestess, number 4, very solid. It's a feminine number, but it's a very solid number. So this guy really handles himself well. I feel like this influence is outside you today. So look for those emperors coming to you in male or female version. They're going to be solid. They're going to be very clear on what they want. They're going to be very dynamic, but understand that others around them may not be ready to handle that. So they'll move a little more gently. But when it's time to strike, they will. Absolutely. So I think this will, actually I just heard this person will help you move past the death and the Hangman and the gestation period. Wow. Okay, this is the imagery I get, people. This is I'm going to say it. It might gross you out, but this is the man who's going to come in and give you the C-section and get the baby out. We're tired of waiting around. It's like that. So that's the imagery sometimes that pops in my head. Thank goodness I'm not a squeamish person. Yes, the movies that play in my head, the dreams I have at night are quite crazy, violent, over the top, and most of them, I won't say I'm callous to them, but most of them, I don't know. It's just all through my life I've been able to, see them and experience them. Smell is the thing I don't handle well. If I smell something bad, because I taste it, because my sense of smell is pretty strong. But so nothing in my head is smell. So they kept that clairgustient as the smell. They kept that out of my system for now. So have a wonderful day. Look for your emperor who's going to, I'm trying to say this politely, who's going to help you move beyond this hangman period, or help you walk you through the death part of what's going on in your life, meaning the ending of something and the starting of something else. So because birth is the death, coming from to this world. It's a change. It's a door through. Death is just a door onto something else. So have an amazing day tonight, Blog Talk Radio. It's me solo, and we will have a good time tonight. I'll get through a lot of readings, but it's also a lot of teaching. I've actually changed a little bit of the description. I want to teach about numbers. I want to teach about intuition, how to develop, how to work through it. So if you have those questions and you want to call in and say, how do I better develop my intuition? We'll do an exercise live on the air for everybody listening. So that'll be fun. So have a wonderful day. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Namaste.